project was replacing the Downcomer off the cement plant in New Brunswick, Texas. Replaced it from top of the preheat tower all the way to the ID fans plus the pyro top.
What made this project so special was the fact that we only have a certain amount of time to actually do this replacement, because downtime is dollars to our customer. And so they go into a shutdown, and during that period of time, during that shutdown, which is usually about 2 weeks long, is the time frame they want this thing removed, demoed, and the new one installed, and they want to be back up and running because it's their production.
Probably the biggest challenge with it was the height that we were working at. Working at heights is always very dangerous, and we had quite a few people. Some of the lists were up to 500 feet. So making sure they had the proper equipment, proper training, communication is a huge deal. First thing in the morning it would be foggy, so it'd be hard to kind of see the load, but that's where the communication comes in. Schedule.
So for this project, it was really nice that everything from pre-planning stages to completion was spot on. There was no engineering issues, there were no hiccups, there were no flaws. So if you were to make a mistake and something happened, you're looking at $1 million a day in liquidated damages. So it's any day that plant can't run, you're not going to make any money, you're going to lose money.
A little bit about the team that worked on the project. So Chad Doogie, the project manager, he also acted as one of our general superintendents while out there on the job, definitely getting it done and getting it done safe. And then Jason Gibson, who obviously our general superintendent for the job. And he put together his crew of gentlemen that he brings out to a lot of his jobs that he goes on. But a lot of really just a shout out to TNT Crane for the work that they put in on the front end there to also make sure we have the right size crane, but also help with the planning that was needing to be done in order to execute this flawlessly.
So what I would like people to understand about this project is the height. The 550 feet in the air doesn't sound like that high, but when you're lifting 65,000 pounds and you're lifting it above the entire plant, it's pretty hefty, when you're in the severity of things, like you can lift something 500 feet, but when it's 90 foot long and 60 foot wide and 65,000 pounds, it basically covers the plant as you're lifting it over.
I think what makes it award-winning is it was done safely. It was very dangerous work. I mean, working up at 450 feet every day, lifting material that weighs thousands of pounds. It's very dangerous stuff. So, but it being done safely, that's why I think it's award-winning.
I will say this project is award-winning because from pre-planning to execution, we had 0 safety incidents. We had 0 lost time accidents. We had 0 anything. It was executed with the utmost professionalism, and the guys did great. I had probably one of the better crews I've had in the last 10, 15 years. It just was executed flawlessly from pinpoint to leaving Texas. I mean, it was flawless.